Next is we need to go to the action file. In action file, see there in this file, suppose when I am going to the first page, okay, first page. When we click on save button, when you click on save button, that is called the action. User will come to this page, he will click on button. That is called what? Action. When he will click on button, then we will call a function, right? So user click become a action. Now what type of action? So user will click here for what purpose? For adding purpose or deleting purpose? For adding purpose to save the data. Sometime user will come and he will click on delete button. Click on delete button. That is called what? That is also action only, but action type is delete. When user deleting, that is also action. That type is called add. When the user is adding, that is called action type is add. When the user will click on delete, that is also called action type, but it's called a delete. Okay. Now let's come to the action file. Inside the action file, write a const export const add user. Come inside, keep an alert here. It will add a new book. So function return. We have a file now. The first file, this one, user.js. Open the user.js file. In user.js, you have to import. What is the function we have written just now? We have written the function call in my action. File name is my action. What is the function name? Add user. Yes, exactly. So you are going to come into the user.js file and import add user from dot slash my action.js. You will come to know once we implement. Once we'll implement, we'll come to know. So let's implement it. See, if I speak half an hour also, without seeing the scenario, you will not understand. Correct? Once you see the scenario, then you will understand, oh, this is the reason I use the redux. Now remember the flow. What we are writing, where we are writing, how we are calling. Okay, once the output will come, then you will come to, oh, this is the reason we use the redux. Add user function we call. Now you have to call here one more function, import import use selector, comma use dispatch, from React Redux or Redux. I will verify once. From React Redux, React hyphen Redux. Use selector, use dispatch. Use selector, use dispatch. Come down. Using use dispatch, you can send the data. Using use dispatch, if people ask like what is the use selector, what is use dispatch, you can say using use dispatch, we send the data. Using use selector, we bring the data. Okay, use selector for what purpose? To bring the data. Use dispatch to send the data. Using selector, we bring the data. Using dispatch, we send the data. Okay, hope ready. Come down. You have a button here, right? On button we can click and we'll see whether function is calling or not. But the way of calling is different here. Function way of calling is different. First come inside the function and create a const dispatch. Dispatch equal to use dispatch. Use dispatch. Project Saturday, Sunday. Use dispatch. You called. Now come down below. Go for this button. On click. Dispatch. Under the dispatch, we will call that function. Call add user. Okay, ready? Next, after that, come to the browser, click on button. Alert is coming or not coming? It will add in a user. This function, the way of calling is little different. Alert coming? Yes, no. It is a React Redux. Have you installed that? React Redux?
Yes, sir.
No, read the error first. First, read the error.
Error in SRC user.js file.
User.js file. Go to the user.js file. So in beginning, React, use selector, use dispatch from React Redux. R is a small, yeah. React Redux R is a small. You replace the SRC folder. SRC replaced. After that, run compile that. Compile the project.
One second.
Compile after replacing you should compile it. It's giving you the error. Go up. Go scroll up. Scroll up. In this yes, scroll up. Up I'm asking. Go up. Go up. Go up. Complete. It is saying what is this error instead of function something. Hook or hooks only inside the body of the function. So what I said is you downloaded the SRC folder. Where is that? Go back. Copy this SRC. This SRC project you can copy.
This,
Folder, no, that one. That is replaced.
Yes, sir.
this is the downloader.
Okay, copy it. Downloaded one. Below only.
This one.
Copy. Next, go to the project that you are using in the class. Which project you have used in the class? There was a project, no? Project one that you are using in the class. while doing the attending the class, you are working on one project. Where is that folder?
React.
Hmm. Go inside. SRC folder rename. Rename that SRC folder. Rename it. Give us the old SRC. Okay. Now you have copy one folder, paste here. Extract that. Extract all. Now remove that SRC from here. Remove. Enter.
We start doing.
Close this BS Code and CMD also you can close. Now extract it, go to the SRC folder. That SRC. Okay, fine, come back. Open CMD. That project you have set up, it is not set up properly. So this project was working. So in this only you can, this folder is of the redux folder. Whenever you want, you can use this folder as a, which one? Your project folder. Okay. Start CMD quickly.
Here.
All are waiting. Yes. Open CMD, start server. Open CMD. Write there npm install. npm install React. Not React. Redux. Yes. Installing npm install Redux. Okay. Once it will complete, you have to run again npm install React Redux, and after that compile. There is a two folder now. One old SRC, another one is new SRC. New SRC folder is with Redux, and old SRC folder is without Redux. So if you want to see Redux, it is an example. The SRC folder is Redux, so you can let it be SRC and run it. The same project will give you the which one? A Redux page. And if you don't want Redux, if you want the without Redux, then this folder SRC rename as a SRC Redux, and another folder rename as a only SRC. So in one project you can see the both the files, Redux also and non-Redux also. So SRC folder name should be SRC. Now which folder you have? You have the Redux folder is SRC. It will work for the Redux. Next, suppose after 1 hour you want to see the other project. So this folder rename as a Redux SRC, and that folder rename as a SRC, and let's start again. One project only, because your project was not set up properly. Okay, now install here npm install React Redux.
Yes, sir.
Start now. Hmm? Close it, close it, close it. Leave that closed from there. Just to enter and start. Let's check the start is happening or not. Here. This all are the open files. You can close all. There is a button somewhere, close all. Click on this. Editor cannot okay. Cancel. Click on this. Click on this, close. Close all. This all are the old files are open. Started.
Sir, that company.
The audio. Minimum all got call. You got call.
We did not.
Process. Whoever has attended all has got call.
I couldn't go.
You have attended, submitted the resumes. They should call them.
But it
They are calling one by one. They should call.
It's said that they will charge.
No, they will definitely they will hire when they will give salary. Yeah. Why you are surprising on that?
They don't ask us first. Usually they ask.
Company will ask how much salary. That is
How
not
much
new.
did you expect? They ask. We said 2.5.
I say 6-7 lakh. Yeah. At least you should say 4 lakh. BTech, how much you have spent? Huh?
4 lakhs.
4 lakh.
Can you say cost?
Second will work. Okay, I will start. Okay, go ahead. Okay, so let me know. Alert is coming.
Yes, sir.
Button click. Okay, that meaning it is communicating with that file. Okay. Use selector we have. Now go here. Right below call user list. Const all user equal to use selector. Inside that state will come state dot user list. This is for what purpose? To fetch user list.
That is, I added now that also.
Which one you have added? The project is compiled or not? No, that maybe file was not saved. File was not saved, because of that it is not there. All are uploaded. Okay, hope you call this. Come down below. And available users are, print the length of that. Available users are all user dot length. Hmm?
Show the blank page.
Black is white will show. Format is showing 0.
Not public.
Check the error. Write this line. Use selector state of user list and then print the length of user here. printed length or still error. Now come there. For this text box, you have to give an ID. For the text box, will give one ID. Fname. We'll go there only now. Have you given the ID here? ID equal to fname. Come to the my action page. In my action page, you have to create a variable data equal to action type. Keep as a new book, new user, name colon document dot get element by id fname dot value. Return data from here. No, redux is based on function only. Okay, write this return. Now see, once you click on button, look at here. Once you click on user button, save button, you are calling the save user function. Save user function. Save user function, what it will return? Look at here. Save function will return. If I go here and the my action, save user will return this much. Save user will return this much. As a type as a new user and name equal to what? Document dot get element by id dot value. Value of the text box will come, and finally it will come here to where? To the user. Here it will come here to the dispatch, and from here it will send as a type and name to the dispatch function. And this dispatch function, now we have to go to their reducer file. We have to go their reducer. We have to go there, reducer. What is a reducer? Reducer is user reducer. In user reducer, you have already written here, return something. At this place, one small line we need to write. If action dot type double equal to new user, then old state dot push old state dot push state dot push action dot name action dot name. Action dot name. Okay, written. Now come here. Once you click on button, suppose if you click on button, whichever the value we enter, the number will increase here. You can see. Let me go here, enter something. 5 times if you click, numbers will increase 5 times. This value, whichever we enter, click. Happening, increasing the value. Sequence. This line. First to go here, in which file? User.js file. In user.js file, this you have imported, add user. Have you imported this both? After that, we need to write this dispatch because using dispatch, we are sending the data. All user is nothing but you are fetching the data from the store. Next, after fetching the data from a store, we printed here all user dot length, like how many users are there inside the array. Button click, what you did, you call here a function called add user. Button click, we call a function called add user. Okay. This add user function, okay, this add user function is written under the reducer, that is called user reducer. In user reducer, you will say, first you see here under the action file, you are sending two property. The first property is called name and second type, and second property is called value. Type and name. You are sending, one is called type, another one is called name. Name is coming from the text field. Type and name. In the user reducer, we checked here, if the type is new user, then name is coming, take the name and push inside the array, old state. And after that, return the old state. So old state assume like is the array, empty array. Inside that empty array, nothing is there. Once user will click on button, it will take the value of text box and give to push function. Push function will add under the old state, and again it will return the old state. What is the function name? Function name is user list. If you look into the user file here, in user file, you are calling that function. Which function you are calling? Look at here. User list function we are calling user list. So that user list function will give the list of users, what are all you have pushed inside. All will come under all user. Finally, it will print here. Length is printing here. How many times we click? Suppose I click here 10, 20 times, no problem. It's saying total how many? 27. If I go to the manage book, go to the API, go to the all data, if I come to user, 27 will remain same. This will not happen without Redux. In Redux, if you store the data, okay, go to other component, come back, it will be there only. Without Redux, if you store the data, go to other component, come back, data will get deleted. User reducer, add number is increasing or not? Difficult to understand, we have to understand that anyhow. Number is increasing for anyone? Page executed? What is the error? Check in CMD, what is the problem? Okay, come to the again user.js file. In user.js file, user.js file, the array name is called all user. All user, we have to go here and write inside the t body. Under t body, all user dot map you can do. Name of the user and index of user. Return tr td for tr, you follow the key property. Index name delete you have written it list will come. Whichever you have stored all will come. If you reload it, it will go. See, I will add here Raj. Ganesh, Mahesh. The user I added. We have not stored in database. We have not stored in JSON server. It has gone to the Redux. If you go to other component, go anywhere and come back to this component, your data will be here only. This is the benefit of Redux. Okay, data will not store in your component. Data will store under the Redux store. That is called a store. Here written yesterday create a store. Right, so it will store under the store. If you go to any other component, no problem. Your data will be under the store. Once you come back again, it will come from the store. Check list is happening. Are you coming or not? Come on, yours. Show me again. Come right or not? Show me the CMD. No, stop it. Stop and again compile. Control C. Yes. See something is saying error. Control C 2 times. Yeah. Y. Press Y. Enter. Again starts. Arrow key there, no? Up arrow key. Press up arrow. Again. Wait for some time. Are you both coming?
What's the problem with I created a folder there?
The
Redux folder.
Redux folder, I don't know whether setup was properly or not.
Setup I have to do once.
One more you need to do the setup and check this project is working or not. This is this what is CMD. Check in browser, no browser. Reload again.
I think that is before.
So before one. This is let it come. error? What is the error? Difficulty, please use something. Start once. Saying not something. Not which version I have. Okay, just starting somewhere. Okay, then Nadim will see you tomorrow again. 1 hour will sit. Next functionality will do. Looking headache, head pain, redux looking head pain were kind of explanation is required. A strong explanation is required. Then only we come to know what is that. Okay. Any other VS code is running? Other CMD? Can be there. Use selector import not found in React Redux. Have you installed that React Redux? Open the project again. Show me the code. Maximize it. User.js file.